Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to New Hampshire Inspired Cup Series. Descends upon the Loudon International Speedway, New Hampshire International Speedway, whatever you want to call it. Last week's winner, Josh Henderson, on top of the board right now with a 29.75. And right now, pretty much for Henderson, he wins tonight. He knows his fate. In 2 weeks, he'll be competing for a championship. However, the realm of possibility for him pointing himself in just got blown wide open last week. And as soon as I get this link out, so what do I mean by that? Well, after Elijah Fisher's,
Here's me.
What's up, Robert? Come do this.
No, you're good. That's why I wasn't saying nothing.
Okay. After Elijah Fisher's bad run last week at North Wilkesboro, the points gap blown wide open again. Another championship twist going with 2 races to go right now. Shane Hart still the only one eligible for a championship. He knows his fate. In 2 weeks, he'll be at Homestead, one of 4 drivers. But after several bad runs for several drivers, and some needing really good runs, Aaron Stanton comes in plus 26, a great cushion if he can survive tonight. Elijah Fisher came in plus 41. But after the events of North Wilkesboro, any point that the 4 of Elijah Fisher can get tonight is going to go a long way into the playoffs from here on out. Comes in tonight plus 12. 2 drivers that needed great runs at North Wilkesboro, and I'll be darned they not get them. Mike Hauser, a solid 3rd place, really needed that 3rd place. And then Josh Henderson, we have not updated the wins category, but Henderson was the winner from North Wilkesboro last week, brings him in out by 8 points under Mike Hauser. Kay Kennett out by 46. Stevie Henning pretty much needs to win tonight and Charlotte next week to have a chance pretty much at the championship, being eligible for the Final 4. The shocking development, Jordan Giorno, after some issues after last week, no longer with us. Therefore, Jordan Giorno will be officially the first driver out of the inaugural Inspired Cup Series playoffs. He will be credited with 8. For that, the stage is set. So tonight we'll look at the schedule, which is not updated. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. I just had the wrong one up here. So North Wilkesboro done. Ain't updated that yet. Tonight, July 28th, New Hampshire Motor Speedway, 150 laps. 150 laps at Charlotte next week. After next week, we will know the 3 other ones joining Shane Hart in the Final 4 at Miami, August 11th. Give me 1 second. So right now, Josh Henderson still top of the board. Aaron Stanton just needs to survive tonight. That's all the 27 needs to do, is survive tonight. Nothing more, nothing less. Go ahead and take care of this real quick. Actually, I'll just save it. Right now, top 10 as they run. Josh Henderson, Aaron Stanton, the 2 brothers, 1 and 2. Kay Kenneth, Shane Hart, Jason Williams, the top 5. Colton Ward, Jeffrey Peppers, A.J. Thompson, Mike Hauser, Stephen Henning. That is the top 10. Well, Josh Anderson is in the pits right now. Let's see if we cannot get a word with last week's winner. If I can find him, we'll jump down here. Josh Anderson, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy? Try this one more time. Josh Anderson, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a quick copy? Alright, so Josh Anderson not able for a talk at the moment. Kind of disappointing. On down through the field. Let's see if we can't find. There's Cade Cannon. Right now, Cannon's sitting third on the charts. Tell you another driver looking to turn around after having had a couple decent runs, but has not been able to put them together. Chris Lyodel, the dependable duck cleaner. Chevy Camaro right behind Jeffrey Peppers. Had great speed at several points during the season. Unfortunately, not able to advance past Daytona into the playoffs. Well, I think personally, next season, I think he's going to be one to really reckon with. He's took this season to learn how iRacing works, how these cars work. Right now, sitting 9th on the board with a 29.918. But tonight's just going to be about survival. I think of drivers who are able to survive. I really have to think of a driver like Mike Hauser, the Cheerios car. Has been great. Much needed turnaround last week, what he really needed. Right now he'll come in 8th, or 8 points to the good for the final 4 cut line. Right now the playoff drivers as they run. Well, obviously you got Josh Anderson riding the momentum from last week. We knew that would happen. But right now you got Cade Cannon in 2nd, Stanton 3rd, Har in 5th. Got to go down a ways to Mike Hauser to find the driver to 10 or the driver to 43. Right now in 10th, Stephen Henning in 12th, and Elijah Fisher, unfortunately, internet issues, or actually I believe it's a storm, plaguing the driver of the 4 right now. He is hoping to join the race as soon as he can. Be real great for him if he could join us. Cannon backs it hard into the wall. Nose first already gone. I want to look at this because we're going to be seeing this a lot tonight. Drivers, it's going to be, do not expect this to be an easy race. It's probably going to be a bit of a chaotic race just with that right there. Throttling up too soon, you see the A-Shock Chevrolet hard into the wall. But this is not going to be an easy race for the playoff drivers. It was not meant to be. When the playoffs started, you see Stanton top of the board. Let's see if we can't talk to... Who can we talk to with a minute and a half to go? Let's try the other Chevrolet driver that we were not able to talk to. Cade Cannon, Garrett Jenkins up in the booth. Got a copy?
Yes, sir. What's up, man?
Well, buddy, a whole lot better responding than Josh. I'm just kidding. I want to ask you something. We just saw your incident off of turn 2. Do you feel like that's going to play a massive role, not just for you, but the whole field tonight, getting on and off the corners without spinning it around?
Personally, I'm going to say yes. I think tonight's going to teach a lot of people that even though you may have like the really brand new tires and everything, that you got to really be careful on getting on the gas in the corner, like in the middle corner, but definitely off the corner, because even though you feel like, oh, you can get on and you'll be okay, you just a little bit more than you think, and it will step out on you like it's nothing. So I do think tonight's going to be a big be safe on the gas and everything tonight.
All right, buddy. Well, look, I'm going to let you get back up there with Josh. Let him know I'm about to pull him back in for the second time, so be ready.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Cade Cannon right now, 4th in practice as we stand.
What? I was like,
All right, let's try this again. Well, he's back on track now, but Josh Henderson, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Garrett. What's up, buddy?
Oh, buddy, I tried you the first time and weren't able to get a hold of you. Right now, momentum's high after the emotional win last week. I wanted to ask you, though, how do you take last week? Is there anything you can learn from tonight that you learned last week?
Yeah, I think just throttle control, right? It feels like I've got that down. I wouldn't say I'm the best, but I've got a understanding of it. I was good at Milwaukee, had fast lap there. Unfortunately, got disconnected. Went to North Wilkesboro, didn't think much of it, but then realized there's a lot of throttle control and dragging the brake. So and walked away with the win. So I think I got a shot here. You see me and my brother top of the board there, so that's exciting. And yeah, hopefully we have a good night. I just want a solid top 5. I gotta keep Elijah and Mike behind me as best I can.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Look forward to see how night plays out. Josh Anderson, second in practice. Get ready to qualify. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. All right. So as a matter of fact, right now, Cade Cannon looks to be the first one to post a lap if he does not hit the wall or spin out. Do anything. It's got to be a perfect lap. That's the only way iRacing will count a lap. Right now, Cannon fastest in Sector 1 for the last, fastest Sector 2. We're going to see Sector 1 right now. 14.9. It's the fastest of the drivers making a lap right now. So Cade Cannon on point to post the fastest lap. Survey says at the line, 29.78. Right now, Shane Harr looking to trail that. Harr's lap, 29.64. We can't find a couple other drivers. Lyota just slips into third. How about Aaron Stan top of the board with a 6.04? We'll watch Aaron here down the back straightaway a little bit. Not the exit. I feel like he really wanted top 5, Stanton, Hard, Cannon, Henderson, Lyota, make it Thompson. Steven Henning goes 4th quickest. Henning knows he has to win these next 2 weeks. At the line, Aaron Stanton, is it better? It is not. Mike Hauser rolling out with 7 minutes left in qualifying. What's up, Chris Ricardo? How you doing? Right now, you allude to it, Elijah Fisher has made it in time. The driver to 4 will have a chance to keep his playoff hopes alive. But has got to have a great run. Cannot have a North Wilkesboro race all over again. And he knows it too. He knows it. Right now we're going to focus back in on Mike Hauser. Well, Hauser to start his first laps here. Well, his first laps, a 32.15. That is not the lap that the 43 needs. See, car looks like it's a little loose on entry, just a little bit. Nothing too terrible. Got a little wiggle off of turn 2. Is going to go down the back straightaway right now. It is running just about even with Aaron Stanton. He needs a great 3 and 4. Off of turn 4. Does Hauser improve? To top, to the outside row. 6.10 to Aaron 6.04. Just didn't miss it. On a massive turnaround by the 43. It was indeed a huge turnaround. Now I got to go ahead and get my race control stuff done. Well, no, I don't. No, I don't. So we got another driver making his lap. Thomas Hernandez in the 77 Ford Mustang Javelin. Right now we're going to see what he's what he's got. Robert Wilhoit on the track as well with 5.5 minutes to go here in qualifying. 15.0, 2/10 off. Maybe we'll put him somewhere right outside the top 5. We'll have to see. He's got to gain big here on his first lap. So he gets another chance to rectify any mistakes that he made the lap before. Hernandez, 11th quickest with a 0.56. Up the track again. Maybe just a little bit too high. Down the back straightaway. Still about the same pace that he had the lap before. Going all the way to the bottom, trying to dig it deep. Thomas Hernandez, does he improve out of 11th spot? Will Hoyt spins it. He does, a 29.788. 7th quickest, not hitting down to the... Not hitting down to 8th. Right now, hitting the slowest of the 7 drivers still left in it. As far as the championship goes, you'll see Hernandez will park it. Robert Wilhoit does his last qualifying attempt, his last lap. Either that or it'll be coming up. Darcy Hart, Colton Ward have not posted a lap yet. We know Ward's not. Colton Ward come from the back of the field. Robert Wilhoit. Well, this lap's not going to count, obviously. But this will be his second lap. Oh, it does count. Maybe that was his. Or no, he spun. Okay, I might have spoke too soon. I know. I didn't. He did spin on his first lap. Will Hoyt's lap good enough for 12th quickest with a 30.097. Well, for the first time in a long time, Shane Hart not on pole. I need to go and get this set up here. That being said, let's see if we can't get Aaron Stanton in here. Aaron Stanton, Garen Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, Garrett?
Well, buddy, came in tonight plus 26. I know you could care less about points, but I got to admit it's got to feel good after the race last week to be starting on pole.
Hello?
Damn headsets probably crapping out on me. I'll ask you this question one more time. I know you don't care about the points, but it's got to feel good. You're starting on pole. Unfortunately, you're surrounded by a top 6 playoff driver field. But how do you think the race will go tonight? Do you feel like we might get a green flag run, or what is the one thing that you're fearing tonight with this car and this track?
If we don't get green flag runs, then I have no idea what's going to happen. If we get a green flag run, I feel like I can do good. When we start having cautions and, start mixing up the field and, start mixing up the strategies, that's where, I start losing these races. So just hoping for the best.
All right, buddy. Well, look, I'll let you jump back up there with your teammates. Best of luck to you tonight. Aaron Stant walks into the night plus 26 to the good. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Yeah, have fun, Garrett.
I'm going to try to. Right now, we're waiting on a couple things. Hell, I'll go ahead and get my admin thing out the way real quick. All right, everybody. Welcome to New Hampshire tonight. I know it's starting a little early, but 5 sets of tires, 4 in the pits, 1 on your car. 150 laps, pace car speed limit 55, pit speed limit 45. You get 1 fast repair. Use it wisely. Good luck, everybody. Get a couple of other playoff drivers in here. Let's go ahead and dial up driver to 4. Elijah Fisher, Garrett Jenkins up here in the B. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, sound like the throat's a little bit better than what it was the last time we saw you in a race. I do want to ask you, coming to tonight, a terrible North Wilkesboro race. I'm sure you don't want to be reminded of it. What is the strategy for the 4? Is it just try to survive and outlast Mike and Henderson, or is it go for the win? What's the mindset for the 4 right now?
Yeah. Just kind of, just kind of like I was over the weekend, getting better with the health and everything, just trying to recover. If we're in an opportunity and a chance to go out there and try to grab a win, of course we'll go for it. But the main thing, like you said, is it's going to be to survive. And I guess I haven't had the greatest of luck if I've been on pole for a race. I've noticed as a trend. So,
Yeah.
but the Ford car's starting P4, and I don't know. This race is going to play out for itself. We're going to control what's in our control, and we're going to just do the best that we can. That's all I'm going to try to do, is try my best. And whether or not we get closer to the Final 4 or not, if we get further away from it, it's all learning. And that's all I can ask out of this 4 team.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Elijah Fisher starting 4th and plus 12 to the good. Appreciate your time, buddy. Good luck.
Thank you.
See, the voice still affected him a little bit, but sounds a lot better than what he did Saturday night. With that being said, another lap here. Go ahead and run through the starting grid real fast. I don't know why I'm seeing it. So, as seen, Aaron Stanton on pole only by 0.05 of a second over Mike Hauser. Shane Hart starting 3rd, Elijah Fisher 4th, Cade Kennan 5th, Josh Henderson in 6th. Last week's winner trying to do what Shane Hart did at Atlanta and Bristol, go back-to-back and lock himself into a Final 4 spot. Thomas Hernandez, Stephen Henning 7th and 8th, Jason Williams, A.J. Thompson 9th and 10th, Chris Liotta, Robert Wilhoit 11th and 12th. That will round out the Fast 12. On down through the field. Bobby Hadaway, Tyler Stone, 13th and 14th. Joseph Maddox, Jeffrey Peppers, 15th and 16th. Colton Ward and Darcy Harr will round out an 18-car field. And, of course, you just ignore that Garrett guy. See if we can't get another favorite here. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, Garrett. What's going on?
Oh, buddy, well, you tell me, in what was not a great start to the playoffs, suddenly North Wilkesboro, because of silver lining, you're starting 2nd tonight. What's it going to take for the 43 to keep Henderson behind you and maybe try to leapfrog your teammate who is starting behind you?
That's a tough question, honestly. A lot of fast guys here tonight, and I was a little worried in practice just by the speed. So a lot of first competition night, so it's really going to take a lot of patience, a lot of perseverance, and I just can't let the moment get ahead of me. Sometimes when I race, I let the moment get ahead of me, and I start to get down on myself. So I think I just got to keep calm and try to run consistent laps, and hopefully we'll be there at the end.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you. Mike Hauser comes into the night, the gatekeeper, plus 8 to the good, and starting 2nd. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you, Garrett.
Where's my non-qualifying buddy?
Of course, we're going to,
Up front.
of course, real fast while we can. I'm going
I
to
took today
everybody. I'm going to show everybody who is just joining in the playoffs coming into the night with 2 races remaining until the Final 4. That includes tonight. Shane Hart already knows he is going to the Final 4 in 3 weeks at Homestead. Aaron Stanton comes in, 26 points to the good on the pole. Elijah Fisher, after a bad race last week, only in by 12. Mike Hauser, a great run for the 43. However, only comes in plus 8 because of Josh Henderson's win at North Wilkesboro last week. Henderson, if he wins tonight, he will go to the Final 4. Cade Kennan out by 26, needs a solid points night and needs a little bit of help. Right now, Kennan rolls off 5th. Stephen Henning, the way I see it, the points are simple. You have to win tonight. You have to win next week, and or everybody in front of him has to have massive problems tonight for the 12's hopes of going to the Final Four to remain alive. With that being said, the pace car will be in. Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser bringing it down to the restart zone. 150 laps. And we're rolling.
AJ, you're like,
Side by side going into turn one.
Shane or somebody near me, am I good? Like, is my weather impacting me or?
Stan able to get clear for the moment down the back straightaway. See Fisher way up to that third lane. Shane Hart already on the attack. And Aaron Stanton will lead the first laps tonight. Get a great look at the arc in turn one. Obviously, we're very far back from the car, but you can see a lot of it now on the hill. Side by side for third between Shane Hart and Elijah Fisher. Henderson settled into fifth. And they got some wonky cameras at this track. Got to review a couple things here. So Darcy Harr loops it off a turn four a couple laps later. Or actually a lap later, AJ Thompson's going to do the same, gets on a bump. But because there are solo car spins not resulting in contact with any car, per the rules, we stay green. But right now, AJ Thompson and Darcy Hart not the race they wanted already. Stanton still leads, led. Well, really. Stanton's led all the laps so far tonight. See Fisher down to the bottom, back up to the top.
That was me or not Shane, my bad.
Shane Hart right now trying to attack Mike Hauser for the second position. Well, really, it's a battle for the third spot now.
Jason, you're late and gone, buddy.
Right now, you can see the battle for second. Of course, Hauser, Cannon. Both of them know one just has to have a great night tonight. The other one just has to hope that everything falls into place. Right now, you're right on board with Kate Cannon. Right now, I want you to really look at the throttle. You can see that line going over the numbers. That's how he's off, how much he's on and off the gas. You see, dragging a brake a little bit, about 60% throttle. He's got Elijah Fisher to his inside. Easy on the gas, into the wall a little bit. Right now, 144 down. Aaron Stanton's led all laps since we started. 2 car spins, both solo car, not resulting into a caution. Darcy Hart and AJ Thompson both lap 1 and lap 2. Aaron Stanton continues to lead, but I'm going to tell you somebody who is always bad fast whenever it comes to any track we run at. Colton Ward right now battling Chris Lyotta. This is for the 10th position. Oh, a little bit of contact. Caution, throw it. 2 cars. I was just talking good about him, and Ward already around. Man. Bit of a rare mistake we see out of the 42 machine. Well, it's pretty self-explanatory what happened. We're going to look at it anyway. Well, Ward gets in there on the bottom, a little too hot. There's the contact. Lyotta able to hang on to it. Ward is not. And a hazard, and kind of what's a blind spot for this track. You see what I mean right there? After review the incident, 42 gets into the side of the 60, resulting in the 42 spinning. The EOL will go to the 42 at this time. Thank you. So Colton Ward, I believe this is the first time I've given him an EOL since he jumped into the scenes here. Well, 9 laps. It was a good run while it was going on. Thing about it is this now? I don't care. Not how I view it, but darn, I ain't got to worry about this after next season or after this season. Right now, fastest lap goes to Aaron Stent with a 30.076. Colton. Well, of course, you're really thinking EOL is going to affect the 42. Probably not. Right now, it's Stanton, Hauser, Shane Hard, Cade Cannon, Josh Henderson in top 5. Not much change. Elijah Fisher did come in and pit. Right now, being shown in probably the 16th position. We'll have to see. Good 15th spot. There it is.
There.
Oh, God.
Hi, Elijah.
Hi.
Well, right now, Colton Ward back into the pits. Well, good news is there's no cars 1 lap down, so everybody's still within a contention here. It saves AJ Thompson and Darcy Harr. $139 to go whenever to take the green flag. Aaron Stanton, Mike Hauser brings them down to the restart zone. Hard, Cannon, Henderson, Henning, all playoff drivers in the top 6. Fernandez, a little bit of a blink. Got to keep an eye on it. Look at turn 3. See all the drivers. Right now, what Aaron wants to see. Shane Hard fighting on that bottom, trying to get clear of Mike Hauser. Well, one who ain't got to worry about anything tonight, Shane Hard. And Hard will get clear of Hauser. Right now you see Cannon on the attack. Going to dive it way to the bottom of the track. Going to run that middle line, kind of more to bottom now. Side by side for third. Single foul action everywhere else. Stephen Henning right on board with the number 12. Well, tonight, if he's got a car that looks as good as what it does, right now running in 5th, I'll tell you, you talk about stealing a win. I believe nobody is better at stealing wins than Stephen Henning. Daytona Road Course, Shane Hard led 29 of 30 laps. A mistake by the 21. Enabled the 12 to win, not to mention various other leagues that I've been a part of where Steven has stolen wins before. So these next 2 weeks, as long as the 12 is running this good, a top 5 car, if luck goes his way, Henning will be in the final 4, but we'll just have to wait and see. Well, a bad run tonight. Came into the night only out by 47 points. I know what you're thinking. Yeah, that's a big points gap that the 12 has got to overcome. If anybody can pull a rabbit, out of the hat. Oh, it's going to get hit by Will Hoyt. What a save by the 12. Pretty sure that's not going to go over happy with him, but that's why I say if luck has it for the 12, then I have no doubt he will be in a position to win tonight and next week. But 47 points, I just think it's too much of a tall order for the 12 to make it in on points alone. Going to go through our first through the field tonight. Right now you see the battle for first. Well, it's trying to be the battle for first. Here's leading Shane Haar, Cade Cannon. That is the top three. You see way back there Mike Hauser in fourth. We'll get a zoom in on him here. We're going to focus on his battle. Notice what Shane's doing. We can get a look at Shane Haar's front nose here. Let's look here, entering wide, kind of the second lane. He's really not going to do it here. Well, he might. Nope. Not going to do it here, but if he does what he did the last time, the 21, diamonding the corner, trying to enter high, that is going to enter low, trying to be unpredictable. He's going to slide up right to the back bumper. The key thing is, how low can he get down, make the car stick? Not able to do it this time. Will pretty much be unpredictable because right now you're going to have Aaron guessing no matter where you go. Anyway, the through the field thing that I forgot about is we still got a great battle for first going on. We'll make it quick. But there's Hauser, Henny, Will Hoyt, Henderson, and Lyota. Well, that's only fourth through 8. Well, right now, I mean, it's been a very good run for several drivers. We just talked about Stephen Hennig. How about Robert Will Hoyt having a great run in a new colors tonight? And I got to say, I dig the blue and the orange. I really do, and the chrome rims. Right behind him, the man who knows if he can win again tonight, he'll be going to the Final Four. Josh Henderson trying to go 2 in a row tonight. Right now, looking to the bottom of Will Hoyt. Not able to get there. On back behind them, you got Chris Lyota and Elijah Fisher. This will soon be the battle for 8th. Fisher pitted under the last caution. See Lyota a little bit loose going into the corner. No harm, no foul. But how about the 4 on fresh tires trying to get to the inside? Well, Elijah Fisher knows tonight he has got to be careful. He has got to finish this race tonight. And when I mean finished it, don't finish 16 laps down. The more positions the 4 will get, the better he goes into Charlotte next week. Behind him, Jeffrey Peppers, Thomas Hernandez battle for 11th, or actually the top 10. It's a badass looking Monster Energy car. Really like the concept and design for it. I also like the 77's design. Meanwhile, while we're talking about designs, a little bit of a retro Mobil 1 throwback. You get a look at Jason Williams and A.J. Thompson. 12th and 13th. Colton Ward trying to re-enter the picture here as well. Right now, Ward has already got an EOL tonight. He's got to be careful right now just riding. I will say something about Ward. Anybody that can make a tires last, this man right here went 122 laps on a set of tires at North Wilkesboro, finished 3rd with a shot to win it. Well, of course, we know Colton Ward next season is going to be a title threat. He is, no matter where he goes. If you want an example, Midnight Racing League on Friday nights. Always a threat there. If I'm not mistaken, very well in the points hunt, if not the points leader. Of course, we got the owner of the league in the chat, so he could actually verify that if Colton is in the points hunt or the lead tonight. Continuing through the field, we see AJ. Oh, Lyota spins it. Let's already see what happened here. Go on board the nose cam. I want to be sure there isn't contact. There is not. Solo car spin. We're staying green. Lyota rolling now. However, a top 10 run has fell all the way back to 17th. Well, where were we at? Because I've lost my spot. Tyler Stone, Oklahoma City Thunder car. I love that paint job more than that's an awesome paint job in its own right. Right now, Stone 14th. You go to Joseph Maddox in a very stylish 01 car, Performance Designs Ford Mustang. Right now, Maddox in the 15th spot. You got to go back to Darcy Har, Chevron Haviland car, Toyota. Interesting to see. I believe Haviland's a darn Dodge motor oil. I ain't too sure. I ain't gonna get into it. And then round out the field, Bobby Hadaway in the chicken pit. Chevy Camaro right now in the 18th spot, trying to grab it. 17th from Lyota. That is through the field, brought to you by Inspired Marketing. Meanwhile, the battle up front. Aaron Stanton now has led every lap since the start of this race. Well, Stanton knows that if he can lead the most laps, he will get the bonus point. However, the last couple of times Stanton has actually led the most laps. It has not resulted in a victory. More predominantly, 2 second-place finishes in the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, after leading the most laps. Darlington really sticks out of my mind, but you want to go back to Darlington. How about Bristol as well? The 27, if them 2 wins, them 2 races have fell into place for the 27. He'll be joining the man right behind him in the Final 4. Well, right now, Stan's doing what he needs to do. Lead the most laps. It's not going to be a lot, but that 1 bonus point will make or break a season. We've seen it before. 121 to go. 27 doing everything he needs to do. Well, Cade Cannon has fell off the pace, a second off of Stanton right now. Probably the riding. Either riding saving tire, or perhaps he's already burned up his tires. We'll have to see as the laps wind down. You got Mike Hauser and Steven Hitting, 2 Fords. While I speak of Fords, you can see where your favorite manufacturer is running right now. Pretty even. 2 Chevrolets, 2 Fords, and a Toyota in the top 5. Hauser way up the track again. But you want to enter this track high, and you really do not want to run the bottom. So Colton Ward, the points leader, just confirmed, and good God Almighty. Well, it was just 15th about 5 laps ago. Battling hard. Here's a hornet's nest. A hornet's nest, and it spells a lot of trouble for Josh Henderson right now. After starting up at the front, Henderson has fell back to 10th spot, and really, but this is the danger zone if I'm Henderson. I cannot afford to use a fast repair this early with 119 to go. Well, probably bite his eyes. Well, you see, Henderson, he's going to go into the wall. Too much brake. Car got loose on entry. Well, what's the track temp? Track temp's 93 degrees right now, so it's a little slick. It's not terrible. Nonetheless, still a massive moment for the 72. I doubt there's any wheel damage done to it. Anything that could affect the handling of the race car might spook him for the next 2 or 3 laps. How about this dude that pitted under the first caution as he is dirt tracking it off of turn 4, but Elijah Fisher back up to 6th. Well, of course, if you're Fisher, you're in the same boat as Hauser and Henderson. Win. Do something. Just don't have a bad finish. Right now, anywhere I'd say outside the top 7 for all 3 of these drivers, that being Hauser, Fisher, and Henderson, that's no good. That's no good unless one of the 3 has a mess up. You see Fisher really fighting the race car. Does not seem to be agreeing with him at the moment. Well, I am going to do
That's no.
what I normally do. We'll create a poll. And y'all can answer this. Y'all can answer this if you want to. Or not. I would love for y'all to answer it. As you get it, I know we're still looking at Elijah Fisher right now. So there's the poll. It has been posted. Got to review something. Don't think that's two-car contact. Look at it from the two's perspective here. Barely. Sorry, it lapped over with now. Right now, the battle for the lead is still continuing. There are 4 votes already. Good God. All right, now here's the battle for the lead. Shane Hoare playing patient now. Up to the back bumper of Aaron Stanton now. He's going to try to get a run down the back straightaway. Okay, I got a Josh Henderson. Not a bad option. Henderson right now in 8th as they run. How about Aaron Stanton now defending all over the back bumpers? We're down back straightaway, a little bit of a gap, much needed for the 27, but now Shane going driving in about 4 car lengths. Just to let you know, hey, I'm behind you. Of course, Stanton, 2-time winner this season. I believe he was a 2-time winner this season. I'll have to look back and see. Well, right now, it's been all Aaron Stanton from the get-go. You look at Katie Kennedy, A-Shot, Chevy Camaro right now running in 3rd, has significantly fell off pace, but has also kept Mike Hauser at bay. About 2 seconds between the two. Well, here's the battle for 5th. 2 teammates, 2 championship competing drivers right now. Mike Hauser trying to defend, and really, honestly, you see, we got a smoker somewhere. And I ain't seen nothing yet, so evidently we're good. See, heading back down to the middle lane. Not really. Trying to really press the issue. Trying to get a drive off the corner, much like North Wilkesboro last week. Outside lane really seems to be where you can get the drive off. Well, how about this? We just talked about him a little bit ago, but this cat waiting in the winds on the freshest tires. 34-lap run. Matter of fact, let's pull up the pit strategy link so far. There you see it. Aaron Stanton, top 5, pretty much just about the entire field, did not pit under first caution. Elijah Fisher, Colton Ward, AJ Thompson, Darcy Harr all did. So right now, the strategy game in effect for Fisher, Ward, Thompson, and Harr. Right now, Colt Ward up 10 spots from where he started this race. Right now, we'll focus back in up front. Aaron still holding Shane Harr at bay for the moment. You got to think right now, these two just feeling each other out right now. Shane Harr, he knows how to get the job done. He's been known how to get the job done. 43, this is a warning on the internet. Not one Mike Hauser needs to see right now. Meanwhile, Harr back to the back bumper again. Right now, 103 to go. Well, that's what you'll see the whole, probably what you're going to see the entire night. Tyler Stone in the pits. Of course, Stone, a 46-lap run. He is the first of the drivers that have not pitted to come in. Justin Maddox as well. So he's standing loose off the corner. .43, I have not seen any more blinks on my screen. Right now, you're clear to keep doing what you're doing. I'll let you know if it happens again. Chris Lauda around again. We got more.
Robert.
Throw it. We got cars everywhere. We got cars all over the place here. I ain't taking a risk. Well, from what I see,
Sorry
like
about that, Robert. That's on me, Garrett.
well, this is not going to be on Lyota. I do not believe it's a solo car spinning. When not, it is not on Lyota. 60 goes around. That would not have been a caution, but now we got a second incident. Let's back it up. Let's back it up. Look at it from Jason Williams' perspective. Just gets loose coming in. Right into the back of the 3 and around the 3 goes. Be on the 40. We'll bring it to you back live. That was a terrible pit lane camera. I'll go back to TV1. Well, standings in, he's led the most laps so far tonight. Everybody's in. Hernandez will get the wave around. Well, 4 tires desperately needed. Reason for the yellow, the 40 gets into the back of the 3, resulting in 2-car contact, the 3 going around. The 60 was a solo car spin. It will not result in an EOL. The 40 will get EOL for this caution. Thank you. Right now, Shane Harr actually leapfrog Aaron Stanton. I'll be damned. That's what I said. Drivers in front of him taking the wave around. Tyler Stone, Joseph Maddox, they had just pitted. Not even a lap prior before the caution came out. It'll save them. Still showing Joseph Maddox 1 lap down, evidently. The 0-1. Evidently the 0-1 lost another lap some point along the way. Might be delaying it here. Let us see.
Jason, you gotta drop back, bud. You got the EOL. Telling us to pass you.
Adding a lap. To 40. So not got to the end of the line in the wave around corner free pass. I've not gotten caught up to the tail end. Going one more time here.
I gotta let him by because I got blood line.
You got one lap to do it. We're going to be 97 to go this time when they take the green flag, of course.
No, I was saying I gotta let Jason back to my blood line. If I don't, I get a penalty.
So right now, Shane Hart, Aaron Stanton, Kate Ken, Elijah Fisher, Stephen Henning. That is the top 5. You got Mike Hauser, Colt Ward, Josh Henderson, Jeffrey Peppers, Robert Will Hoyt. That is the top 10. 52 laps in. Going to be 53 whenever they take the green flag. 97 to go, and we're swapping the front two around. We're going to see how Aaron can roll the outside lane. We're really going to see what Aaron's car has. Not leading. Shane Hart brings them down to the restart zone. We're rolling. Well, really, Aaron Stanton going way wide, and turn 2 is going to lose 2 spots. Kay Cannon up to second. How about Elijah Fisher down the back straightaway up to 4th? Stephen Henning looking to the inside of him as well. Get a very far away look. You see the most cars. Unfortunately, can't hear very well. That's why we don't stay on this camera long. Single file for the first 5. Well, we got the chance. Let's go a little retro NASCAR here. They ain't gonna be retro, but it'll go across the top of the screen. We'll keep that overlay up there just for a little bit, then we'll switch it back to the tower, give the older generation and the newer some of everything. Kay Cannon just set the fastest lap of a 29.941. The A-Shock Chevrolet Camaro on a run right now, desperately needing a good run. 26 is the points he needs to make up to get into the final 4. Right now he's doing a great job. The thing that has plagued Kate Cannon, I feel like, a lot this season, he pushes way too hard in the beginning of the run and ends up burning off more tire than I think he realizes. We saw it at Indy, had a 7-second lead in Indy for the first 15 laps. By lap 25, he had dropped all the way back to 5th and never recovered fully. Well, and it's just one thing, you know. They don't call him Cannon for a reason. He shoots out like a cannon. His fastest lap time just said that. But right now, he's just got to ride for the moment. He's got his teammate Aaron behind him. Right now, the plan is just riding. From what I see right now, these are the best 3 that we have right now. I understand Elijah Fisher is riding back there in 4th. Never count out the fish. But right now, these 3 have been at the front all night. Stanton's led 49 laps, the most so far out of any driver. Right now, Shane's led 8. Ken has led none. We'll go ahead and close the poll here. We'll see what the results are. Darcy Horror around. We'll see what happens. Another solo car spin. Another solo car spin, but this time much harder.
Sorry about that, Colton. I was not trying to do that.
Solo car spin. We're keeping it green. So Darcy taking the road course part of the track, staying out the way. Right now his son Shane Horner is still leading. Aaron Stanton has made the pass for second over Cannon. What are these results? 20%, 60%, somebody else. Not a bad option considering some of the drivers that usually show up towards the end. I think of people like Josh Henderson, as a matter of fact, Mike Hauser, Robert Wilhoit, Hernandez, Lyota. We've seen several times them.
Not clear, dude.
Caution is out. Wilhoit, Elijah Fisher, Bobby Hadaway. Do not see much damage to the two. We'll have to see if we
That's
can.
on me, Garrett. I just got tight coming off the turn and couldn't get it slowed down enough. Sorry, Elijah.
10-4, still reviewing it, but thank you for the honesty. I'll see what I see. All right, let's look at it here. Not what Fisher needed. I do not believe it's fast repair worthy. Yeah, the 3 just comes up. Bobby Hadaway almost makes it through, not able to. Take another look here. Well, you see the Titan is pushing. Fisher coming with a run. Unfortunately, for the second week in a row.
Going to be by the 77, just past him, all clear black. He's damaged.
Well, obviously, on the second week in a row, these two have came together. How does Thomas Hernandez get damaged out of this? We'll have to see here in a moment. This will be on the 3 of Will Hoyt. Now, how does Hernandez get so much damage out of this?
I need a black clear really quick here, Garrett, please. Thank you.
No one of them arc and brake situations.
Running you high there at one point when we were racing side by side. I wasn't trying to do that. Oh, you're...
Take care of all this first. If I can tighten, that'd be nice. Let's review the incident. The 3 comes up into the 4, triggering the caution. The 3 will get EOL. A warning to the 77. Just next time there's a caution, try slowing down a little bit earlier. There will be no penalty given to the 77 right now for that incident. Thank you. EOL to the 3.
Dude, I'd honestly rather have your spot, dude.
What about mine?
I know you would, but this is my spot. Mine.
Jesus almighty.
Can I have it?
Unsure. He's already got it.
Chris, you were blinking a little bit, just a... There you go.
Well, right now, as the season winds down, you're seeing a lot of playoff drivers starting to show up when it matters the most. Of course, you got the leader, Shane Horner, who ain't got to worry about playoffs until Homestead. He'll be bringing us to the admin box restart zone, and we're rolling. Great start by the 21, side by side for second. Stanton now trying to really work the outside lane. Cannon has a very strong car on the short run. As the run wears on to 9th phase, he's going to make contact with Stanton a little bit. Car Ward sneaking up the outside. Henny looking to the bottom. Henderson's, good God. Well, we'll switch back to the tower because I cannot keep all this. I cannot keep track of all this with Just a regular ticker going. Right now, Shane Hall exactly what he wanted to see. Almost a second lead over Stan. Right now, Colton Ward has slipped into third. Three of the best drivers, 1, 2, and 3 again. Well, don't count out. Do not count out the 9. How about you don't count out Stephen Henning or Josh Henderson? Both have been around the front all night. Henderson finally back into the top 10. See what happens here between Lyota and Henderson. Well, we got a 4X with Thomas and Henderson. 77 comes down just a little bit. No harm, no foul to keep it straight. We'll focus back in on, well, Josh Henderson. Well, now that 72's coming alive like he did at North Wilkesboro. Came alive very late. He felt good about this. He felt like it was a throttle control track. He is one of the ones that knows how to do that.
Chris, you disappeared.
I know!
Internet issues plaguing the 60.
Well, if he's blinking out, why are we not giving him a warning or like what?
Well, it only appeared one time on my screen, but I'll give it 60. Even though you're not really around any cars at the moment, this is a warning. If it is not straightened out, I'm going to have to give you, I'm going to have to ask you just to ride. We got a spinner somewhere.
Back stretch.
Two cars, I believe.
No, only one. Never mind.
I was already looking at it. 2 cars. They're not gonna make my final 3 weeks easy. I wouldn't have it no other way. All right, let's look at it here.
You blink occasionally, and it's really scary when we were through your eyes.
What the hell? This is gonna be a difficult one to call. I can already tell it. All right, let's look at it here. Hadaway does not get the wall. Maybe comes down a little bit. Yeah, it keeps coming down. It's a net code, but still the 52 coming down. No, if I can get it to go right one time, that'd be great. All right. Write this for everybody watching.
I got the lucky dog. Can you let me by on the outside?
So Hadaway's coming down, and I want to emphasize this. One ruling on some of these calls, even though it's netcode related. The only reason there's netcode is because it's thinking the car is going to make contact. It sees it happening. It's up to race control's discretion if they would make contact. Personally, I feel like they would. So the ruling will be on the 52.
Oh, the NASCAR heat guys all stayed out here.
After reviewing this incident, though there is net code involved in it, I believe that if there was not net code or not, the 52 would have came down and hit the 77 anyway. So the EOL will go to the 52. It's only an EOL, nothing else. Thank you. Well, it's also up for review after the race. If anybody, well, it's going to be reviewed anyway, so caution.
Oh,
It is a Heat 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Cannon, Maddox, Lyota, Fisher, Har, the good old days. Back when I raced.
It's gotta be interesting.
Hi. I just lag. Just give me the AOL straight away from now on. That's if the next time I lag here. Please, thank you.
I'm glad you said something.
Yeah, apparently it's my CPU, so that's fun. Hey, Mike, apologize on the move I made on you.
So,
I
from
lost
what
up the
we
race going on the
understand,
tree.
motor issues for the 60, to put it in racing terms. We'll have to see how it runs here. Probably 76 to go. Cannon and Maddox. How about Joseph Maddox up to second tonight to restart this race? We're rolling. Not a great start by the 01 though. Doesn't matter. A great moment for Joseph Maddox to be up into the top 5. 3 wide for the moment. They're going to make it through somehow. Contact between the 01 and the 60. Down or 3 wide again. Down the back straightaway. 3 by 3. Eric Stanton trying to make himself back into the picture here.
AJ, you blinked once there.
They're racing like it's 5 to go. It's only 76. But right now, Joseph Maddox battling strong on the outside of Shane Hart. Hart's going to get the advantage, I feel like, coming off the corner. He is. Stanton down to the bottom. Colt Ward back there out of shape. Oh, the wrecking big!
2 on the back.
Stephen Henning Jr.
Why is the guy blinking up in the front?
Because he's not blinking severely. God.
It appeared on the screen.
3 more weeks.
on my screen, he was fine until all of a sudden he wasn't. And then that's when the wreck happened.
He's been in and out a lot.
All right, well, he'll get, 18 will get the EOLs for lag then. God almighty damn. Let me just do my job, for fuck's sakes. Excuse me, I should not have said that.
43 and 12, sorry if I bumped you there a little bit.
Not. Okay, my mistake, not the 18, my mistake. Everybody just take a chill pill for me, please. Fucking. Alright, so I don't even know how to call this one.
Garrett.
Yes.
Just that little piece of advice. If you go to the entries, next to the results tab on your iRacing itself, check the entries, and then if you can check the ping and quality rating, it'll also sometimes give you an idea of who's going to be blinking or not. I know it's sometimes going to be a little bit differently, but sometimes if you see
Jesus almighty, I know this.
Kind of base that off of that.
I know this stuff, okay? I've been doing this long enough. Sorry, folks, just a little fluster now. Can't deal with angry drivers and deal with me being irritated. Well, really, I don't see the issue here. I don't see the issue. All right, never mind. I do see the issue. All right, so gone, blink, netcode. Yeah, it kind of stacks them up. Okay, I see the issue. After further reviewing the incident, kind of all originates from the blinking on the 60. 60 will get the EOL this time. Thank you. Jesus.
Don't bother giving it to me. I'm angry with that shit. I don't know what's going on with my PC.
All right then. Well, Iota out of the race officially. Apologize for the F-bomb. Should not have said it. Like I said, I ain't got 3 more weeks. 3 more weeks, I get back doing what I do best. Straight commentary. And for the record, Raging Idiot Racing Network will be back. For the foreseeable future, Raging Idiot Racing Network will be back to cover Season 2 of the Inspired Racing Series. We'll focus on that later.
How am I getting hit there? Not upset, I'm just curious.
Because I was getting hit.
I know, we're supposed to be getting back to the race. I'm having to review something. Of course, I can't find it when I need to find it, blah, blah, blah. Let's do that one more time. I'm going to throw it here in a second. Okay. All right now. Sorry, I had to verify something. Right now, Horace Stanton 1 and 2, Hauser 3rd. How about, I'll be dang. Jeffrey Peppers. Oh, somebody's around. Okay, Cannon. See, look what happened. Let's see what happened. Here's their contact. Solo car, spin off of 2, staying green. I done this, got now. All right, now 6-7 to go. Battle for a lead. Still raging on between Har and Stanton. Of course, if you're Shane Har, you're just looking for win number 9. How about, let's go through the field one more time. Well, right now, why don't we focus on this Hornet's Nest right here? There's a battle for 3rd. How about Jeffrey Peppers up to 4th in that Monster Energy number 2, making his Cup Series debut tonight. Right now, showing a lot of promise. It was not a great run for the 2 at Darlington. Well, of course, Darlington played a factor in a lot of things.
Oh, one pit, no one pit.
Justin Maddox in this time. Right now, it really has not slowed down for the majority of the moment. Aaron Stanton. Stanton and Shane Har, one side by side. No contact yet. See both of them a little bit loose off of 2.
Thank you, Colton.
Really, we're going.
Cut me the slack there.
Well, right now, battle raging on. You hear Colton Ward trying to get back up to 3rd and run these jokers down. Give it to Shane Har this time. Well, really, despite the race that it's been, it has not been that bad of a race. Sure, we had that little issue a couple laps ago. I'm pretty much over that. But right now, 63 to go, and 2 of the best going at it once again. Well, Shane, really, he is in the preferred lane. He gets that run off the corner so good, but it looks like Aaron has figured out a way to use the bottom to stay right next to Shane. Not able to complete the pass yet for Say. Well, now he's going to drive it in a little bit deeper. He's going to clear the 21. Now Shane back to the bottom. Aaron trying to pinch him down. Right now, Shane Har not going away. All right, now still there side by side. Check in on the 2 here. Oh, there goes Peppers around. Review it. Solo car spin, no caution, no contact resulting. For any, well, there's some contact right there. For anybody just joining in that's confused with all these solo car spins, but there's no caution being thrown, let me reiterate the rule. If there is 2-car contact, hold on. Mike Boone giving you another warning. Internet's popped up a couple times here. It ain't got to drop back or nothing, but if it continues, you know the drill. So, back to what I was saying. Back to what I was saying prior. Two-car contact thing.
I
So,
was behind him that whole time, and I didn't see him blink. Holding up the back.
whatever. Anyway, if I can get a sentence out without people contradicting what I'm seeing on here, at least on one screen. 2-car contact. 2 cars make contact. One driver goes around. That's a caution. If a driver solo spins on their own, no contact from any other car, we don't throw it. It keeps the yellows down, I guess, for say. So, that's just the rule that I got to follow. Well, right now, let's go through the field. Colton Ward up to third, and no surprise, gaining the leaders. Very, well, looks to be better on entry, able to be even with him a little bit off exit. If you look at the scoring pylon, and that is going to give up a little bit. Really hard to say. Well, we'll see Mike Hauser, Fisher loose off the corner. Hauser back down to the bottom. Go ahead and just clear the warning. 43, your warning's been cleared. If he blinks again, I don't want to hear nobody complain about it. All right, now, Hauser up to 4th. Henderson drops down to 5th. You look at the 72. Still got a chance to go back to back. Well, you say that. We got one driver around. Jason Williams.
Slow car back on the bottom. Be careful.
Solo car spins it. I mean, it's the same thing. It's literally what I just iterated.
Hard.
Literally what I just iterated. That, no caution, doesn't affect nothing. Doesn't affect no other driver but himself. There was another car involved, it'd be different. Solo car spin off of 2, no caution. The fact that I gotta feel like, oh! Damn! And he saves it! What a save, and they're still side by side off of 2. Alright. Alright. We gotta relook at that one. Shane Hard, a save of the year. Aaron just gets to the back of him. Just does miss the wall. What a save. And he doesn't fully spin it neither. Matter of fact, keeps on going. Holy cow. What? Jesus almighty. Now I thought that was going to be a caution. All right, now does not appear to be no damage to the car. We did hear a little bit of contact with something possibly neck coated. The inside wall does not appear to have hurt the 21. Oh, I had to see here in a minute. They're still sparking. Holy cow in heaven. Oh, 51 to go. Good God. Say that one for the highlight reel. If there is an award for best save of the year, I will throw that one in the hat. All right, through the field. We're going to try it one more time. Colt Ward in 3rd. almost 5 seconds behind the front two. From there, you'll see Josh Henderson in fourth, 7 seconds back. Got Mike Hauser breathing down his neck. A redo of last week. A redo of last week, except it is the battle for fourth, not for the win. Elijah Fisher will be pitting in this time after a 22-lap run. From there, you got Steven Heading recovering nicely. After the last caution, the last time we were under caution, he was involved in it, rebounds up to 6. 77 of Hernandez, an up and down day right now, running in the 7th spot. How about A.J. Thompson? Trying to keep the top 10 streak rolling. Well, right now, Thompson having a great run despite spinning out earlier, has recovered fairly good. Right now, you see him and Bobby Hadaway. That is 8th and 9th. Behind them, Kay Cannon, one of the fastest car, I believe, had a very good car that could contend with Stanton and Har. Spins it off of turn 2. And right now, the 9 playing catch up in the worst way possible. Came in tonight minus 26. Well, you see now 30 laps. They're pitting in, and I do not believe this is more of a strategy game. This is more of a strategy call. I got to agree with you. Coming down the pit lane, the 21 surrenders second. 27 will be a next time by. Jeffrey Peppers, I believe he has spun it again. And he has. Solo car back straight away, no caution. That might be a caution.
That's 2.
That's definitely 2 off the rule. We got
6 caution of the night, Bobby Hadaway, Thomas Hernandez. Warning in turns 1 and 2. Warning in turn 1 and 2. Well, that saves Shane.
eyes flash before my eyes.
Well, let's look back and see what happens here.
Poor Bobby.
Oh. Hard to say. Okay, this is going to be difficult. So Hernandez gets loose entering the corner. Keeps it straight. I wonder why he just parks it there. I don't know. Let's see if he has. I want to hear something real quick. I want to hear something real fast here. I want to see. Listen to it again. Fourth, third, second, first, neutral, maybe. Bam. No, I need to do one other thing here. Go back to Bobby.
I'm in danger.
Oh, that's a controversial call here. Really? Add a lap.
Alright, man. Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this
Alright. This is definitely going to be needed to be reviewed after the race. EOL to both the 77 and the 52. 77 for spinning it, 52 for possible ARCA brake. I'm deeming that it is. So 77 and 52 will get the EOL for this caution. Thank you. Did you say 57 or 77? Don't matter. Going green this time. I ain't putting up. Please don't mention chicken, and I've been craving Chick-fil-A all day. Don't mention chicken, please. Holy cow, Stevie Henning up front. Well, remember what I said earlier about if he has a good car, he finds a way to the front, possibly to steal a win. Well, we're going to look at it here and see. Stephen Henning, if I can close that, that'd be nice. 43 to go. 43 to go. It might be in Henning's favor. But he has got to hold off a fast Shane Har, both the brothers of Stanton and Henderson. How about Mike Hauser, Cade Cannon? We're rolling. Well, right now, Henning fighting strong on the bottom, but does not have to run off like Shane Horn and Aaron Stanton does. Well, I was about to say I stand corrected. You see Hauser all the way on that third lane, a lot of jostling. Points, that's all that matters for these drivers. Points, points, points. I'll reiterate it again, and I'll show it one more time. Well, no, I won't show it one more time. We'll show it one more time. With 2 races remaining, the points coming into the night. Aaron Stanton up 26. Elijah Fisher in by 12. The cut line also closed for Henderson and Hauser. Mike Hauser comes in 8 points above Josh Henderson. Cade Cannon out by 26. Stephen Henning out by 47. Well, you see where some of the playoff drivers coming up, they're trying to gamble their way and get through there.
I shouldn't have saved that, but I did. Can we have a look at lap 110 and the 3, number 18?
Just give me a minute.
Yeah, fine. I got checked up.
I would review it one more time. It does affect the 25. Throw it. Does affect the 25. There's multiple contact, but look at the 25 still. I don't think it can. Poses a hazard for starters. Rewind it from the very beginning. Regardless. One more look. Walk me through what you're seeing.
Be good, I'm gonna need some blacks cleared.
So go put on 42. Well, it was to be expected that tonight was going to be a very rough one. I hate to do this too. After review the incident, 42 gets back into the back of the 18, causing 25 to impact the wall. The 42 will get. Your 42 will get an EOL and a drive-through penalty for this incident. Thank you. Jesus almighty. Oh, well, from this point on, I hope we go green. Alright. Can't do it this way. Go to Colton. There you see the official lineup here, folks. Alright, do it this way. So I know it's done right.
Wrong button. My bad.
Where is it? Oh, Colton Moore's gone. Okay, well, forget it then. Alright then, whatever. We'll re-rack it. 7th caution. Lord, let it be the last one. Doubtful. Gonna be 35 to go when they take the green. Stephen Henning did pit under this last caution. Henning now back in 13th. Well, I believe he stayed out the last go around. I don't know. Strategy's been all over the place here. We'll have to look and see. Shane Hart, Aaron Stanton brings them down. Front two. Well, same as they were the last time. Big checkup. Huge checkup even. Jesus almighty. Well, that affects Hauser, Henderson, and Hard. Do not know the extent to neither of the cars. Well, right now, Hard with a great jump on stand, and right now, like earlier in the race, you pretty much have an identical top 5. Hard, Stanton, Cannon, redos from earlier in the race. How about Henderson and Mike Hauser, who have not been able to get away from each other this entire race, and Elijah Fisher having a solid day. Well, look, you know what I do notice?
Thomas, you're blinking in and out, bud.
He's massively going. 77 is going to be a warning to you if it keeps up. Or if anybody else has to say anything about it, I'm going to ask you to just ride here for a moment. Right now, let's get on my side. Back to the action. But right now, as I was saying before I got distracted, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Why is this important? Well, how about because these are the 3 drivers who are fighting for that 4th spot that have the realest of chances to get in. Right now, if you're Josh Henderson, you need Mike Hauser to lose a couple more spots. If you're Elijah Fisher, who cares if Josh finishes ahead? I would think. Not going to be a massive point swing going into Charlotte, but then again, I know how I've seen how stuff happens before. So maybe Fisher's strategy is, well, maybe I need to finish ahead of the 72. Give me every point I can get going into Charlotte next week. Right now, 30 to go, and Aaron Stanton has actually made a pass on Shane Hart. Not quite, he has it. Side by side again. Cade Cannon licking his chops right now. Please, come together again. One more time. Let me get through. Well, right now, Stanton will make the pass on Hart. Aaron Stanton out front with 28 to go. 29, sorry. Shane back to the bottom again. It's really been the only one to really make that low line work. You see Aaron will cut him off. They go down back straightaway. A massive run off of turn 2 for the 27. Oh, Shane massively loose off of turn 2. Well, I don't normally do it. You see, hard loose again. Well, I don't normally do this during the broadcast lessons for a review, but I will go to the chase cam. Okay, nothing really. Well, there's no cosmetic damage showing that.
Sorry, Steven.
Well, there's no cosmetic damage showing that the 21 suffered damage from that checkup on the restart at 115. Well, right now, car seems to have settled down just a little bit. So maybe the 21, maybe just throw it up too soon. I mean, Aaron's been a dominant car tonight, 62 laps led next to the 21 right now. Laps taking down, a sense of urgency maybe on the 21's part, got into the gas a little too hard. We don't know. Right now, Aaron Stanton out front slid 63 laps, but don't count the chickens before they hatch. Because this has been the MO for the 27, lead the most laps. And then lose the race. Darlington, 100 of 184 laps led. Lost out to Colt Ward. Go to Bristol, leads the most laps there. Last lap with lap traffic will cost the 27 to win. We'll have to finish second again at Bristol. Is tonight going to be different? We'll just have to see.
One in the wall in the front stretch.
Shane Har has impacted the wall big time. Let's look at it. Again. Just one car, we stay green. Again, it's the same thing that happened earlier. Do not know what's going on with the 21. However, the damage much more severe. You can see it. We'll have to keep an eye on that as the race goes on. 23 to go. Right now it is a Chevrolet top 3. Fisher up to 4th. It is a Ford 4th through 6th. Right now you look at Josh Henderson running in 3rd, doing everything he can to try to get up to the front 2. Right now, Kate Cannon running right behind the 27 of Aaron Stanton. You see, that is what almost a...
Garrett, just check on with the 21 if there was contact or anything, please.
There's a solo car spin. So Shane Hart done for the night. Possible too much damage to the 21. We don't know. I mean, we saw the handling issues. The track temps only going up 1 degree. I doubt that has anything to do with it. I feel like there might have been damage from the checkup on lap 115 on the restart that finally caught up with the 21. Well, of course, his damage was to the rear of the car.
Hey, Gary, you want to review
They think they're playing with children. All right, so Maddox goes around, overcorrects. That's on the 01.
Checking that back, Trey.
Yep. There'll be a caution with 20 to go. For Joseph Maddox, this is his first incident of the night. Wait for him to get in the pit road before I say anything. It brings all the leaders down. Set for drivers taking the wave around the 25. Tyler Stone back on the lead lap. After revealing the incident, 01 gets loose off of 2, collects the 3. The 01 will receive an EOL for this caution. Thank you. Well, after tonight, folks, we will be done with the short tracks. Hopefully, we'll go to Charlotte next week. Have a good, clean run. Few cautions or no cautions, and decide the final 4 next week. Okay, Ken is slow on the... There are issues with the 9? Nope. Well, I don't know. We'll probably get a spot back. I'm about to say it's about to be brother versus brother again, but I believe the 9 will get a spot back. We'll have to wait and see here. Well, they're re-racking it. Well, maybe Cade. Maybe Cade's supposed... Where he's supposed to be at? No, okay. Not making any effort to get to the front and does not appear. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, one brother trying to get to victory lane for the first time in the playoffs. The other brother trying to get his second win in a row and make himself into the Final 4 in 2 weeks. You got Elijah Fisher, Mike Hauser as well, Stephen Henning. This is the playoffs, and they bring out the best drivers at the best time. We're rolling again. A great jump out of 27. Going to be 17 to go. Fisher to the inside. But Henderson not letting him go away just yet. Fisher's going to look to the bottom. Aaron's going to shut the door. Josh Henderson trying to get the run off the turn 2. He will not.
I'm sorry, Joseph. That's me.
Under caution again. For the 9th time. Hernandez involved in it.
Take the EOL there.
Let's look at it. 25 gets loose, hard into the wall. Maddox an innocent bystander. Look at it from the 25's view just to verify it again. Be sure my eyes ain't playing tricks on me. Yep, gets on the bottom, overcorrects, and hard into the wall.
Elijah, let's play nice.
To view the incident, 25 gets loose off of 2, collects the 01 and the 77. The 25 will get the EOL for this caution. Thank you. Well, we have matched last week's cautions. Starting to look like Milwaukee all over again. It is what it is. It's the last short track. From there, it's 2 half-mile. Half-mile. Let me rephrase what I just said. Next week, and at Homestead, it is 2 mile-and-a-half tracks. Well, Charlotte's going to bring its own unique challenges. That is for sure. Charlotte ain't going to be easy for these drivers neither. None of these tracks were designed to be easy. Do we expect the cautions? Me personally, yes. Because the playoffs are designed to test the now 7 drivers' ability and puts them to the ultimate test to show that you deserve to be in the Final 4. To really, you've shown that you deserve to be in the playoffs, but now you got to earn the Final 4. That's why the tracks, they've been difficult. Darlington, Old Atlanta, Bristol, North Wilkesboro, New Hampshire, and now Charlotte next Monday. So yes, we kind of expected some cautions. Some could have been avoided. That's several points during the playoffs. But nonetheless, doesn't matter now. 9th caution with 14 to go. Going to be 13 when they take the line.
The 14 is blinking really bad. Or 43, my bad.
What do you want to say?
You blinked like 6 or 7 times right there in a row.
Well, second and after it's usually stable. Other people have been out for a little bit and fail.
We're just going. I'm going to monitor it. $13 to go. Stanton and Henderson, take 2. Better start for the 77. Fired off, great. 27 is able to fire off a little better. Doesn't matter. Stan's going to run that bottom.
Behind the 77, I got to fit this time.
But right now, just the 27 too strong off the corner. That's been a strong suit all night. How strong he's been off the corner. Henderson and Fisher side by side for second. And meanwhile, we'll focus in on Mike Hauser for a minute here. The driver to 43, an excellent rebound. Well, right now, Aaron Stanton the gap now. Just over a half second as now Fisher will slide into second. The 3 drivers around that playoff bubble, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Aaron Stanton, new fastest lap of 29.848. 11 to go. That is what Aaron did. Oh, Fisher a little loose. Well, Henderson equally loose as well. However, a better drive off nonetheless for the 72 side by side with Fisher going into turn 3. 10 to go. And the 3 drivers around that bubble. All giving it what all they got. Fisher, a better run on the outside lane. Henderson staying right with him. Almost contact between the 4 and the 72. Well, they know.
I don't think that was on you, Cage, was it? Or did you get hit from mine?
Well, Henderson will
If you're
concede.
talking about the little door hit, that was my fault. I got tight and I hit my brakes trying to stay away from you. And I died.
Well, right now, this is going to be the battle that you're going to see at Charlotte next week. Fisher off the wall again. Fisher's had a loose race car all night, but has kept it under him for the most part. Henderson back down to the bottom. Back to the inside, the 4 again. We know Aaron's in the lead about a second. But when you understand the ramifications, if Stanton wins this week and next week, he knows he is in the Final 4 with Shane Harr. So right now, if you're Fisher and Henderson, you're trying to get every point you can muster. Right now, Mike Hauser down to 5th. And now make it 6th. Look back at Mike Hauser right now on the bottom. Driver's getting a better run on the top side. Hauser knows he has to defend. 8 points coming in right now in 6th. Well, he's also got to be careful. He don't want to drive it too hard into the corner and turn to 9. That will be an EOL. All net points will now be undone if that is to happen. Right now, Aaron Stanton will not have to worry about the 4 Fisher. Fisher's got rid of Henderson by a half a second. Now the 4 will set his sights on the 27. Well, is Aaron going to let it go? No, he will not. Fisher loose again off the corner. Kind of hurting, but look at the entry to 4. Looks like he's able to roll it slightly better than the 27. But how the 27 diamonds the corner has been his strong suit all night. Ladies and gentlemen, put your votes in. Does Aaron Stanton in a winless streak? We got a slow car. Out of the way. Will not matter. 4 to go. Shane Hart in the chat said, come on, Elijah. Don't know if think Shane rather have Elijah than have Aaron in the Final Four. I don't know. All that yet to be determined right now. Fisher second, Harrison third, Hauser sixth. If they stay like this, you can expect next week the points are going to be even tighter than what they were coming into tonight. Well, if you're Aaron Stanton, you don't give a, forget the points. You're 26 above, 3 away from possibly winning. Well, Fisher's driving the car for all that it is worth. Jason Williams in the pits. We will keep it green for now. What a run. What a run by the Ford. A rebound for North Wilkesboro. It looks like it's hanging on to it for dear life. But what a run by the Ford to recover after a terrible run last week in North Wilkesboro. Finished 16th. 17 laps down. Was not the race that the Ford wanted. 2 to go. Right now in second, trying to drive it all that he has on the apron all over the place. But notice how Aaron, calm, cool, collected behind the wheel. For Aaron Stanton, just needs one more. Fisher sends it hard into the bottom again. He drives it in hard on entry. It's killing him on exit. White flag, 1 to go for Aaron Stanton. Fisher's going to send it again. However, not going to get there this time. A.J. Thompson, never mind, just a blink. He's fine. Aaron Stanton has led 88 laps of 150, looking to make it 89. Fisher sends it in hard again. This time's going to wash all the way up.
What are you doing, dude?
Aaron Stanton at the line.
Really?
Welcome back to
Close enough there.
Welcome back to Victory Lane. Aaron Stanton, if I can get it out. Take care of something real quick.
Just trying to race.
Well, Stanton wrecks the car anyway. But welcome back to Victory Lane, number 27. Well, the winless streak is over. And he will lead the most laps. He will get all 51 points tonight. Crucial. Aaron Stanton, Garrett Jenkins, you got a copy.
Don't bother me right now, Garrett. I'm drifting.
All right, then.
Oh, I messed it up. All right, I got a copy, Garrett. What's up?
Well, buddy, the winless streak's finally over. You'll finally lead the most laps and finish first. But did you expect it to come? Did you expect it to come in New
Elijah
Hampshire?
was one of my best tracks. This track in Phoenix are 2 of my best tracks. So, kind of, yeah, but Shane was giving me a run of my money, and I do have to apologize to him. He tried to throw a block on me, and I tried lifting, but it was too late, and I kind of hooked him. Did not mean to do that, and I think he knows I didn't mean to do that. Was that on broadcast?
Yeah, it was. It was a hell of a save. I think he drifted.
Finally,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
Yeah. Finally, I got the win at, like, so-called one of my better tracks. So,
about time, ain't it?
it is about time.
Well, buddy, it was an up and down night for several drivers. Obviously, not you. Stayed in the top 5 the majority of the night. I gotta ask. Like I said, you've said 100 times that you don't care about the points, but it's got to feel good to get max out points, led the most laps at 88. You'll get the 50 points for winning. Will it give you, will you be able to sleep easier the next 7 days knowing that you've probably extended the points gap to the cut line, and or you can walk into Charlotte next week, win, and lock yourself in that way?
Yeah, I mean, obviously I'm gonna in the Cup Series I can race for the championship, right? And I'm obviously gonna try, but at least I know. At least I'm happy knowing I finished the year off with a win, knowing I'm gonna be the race control next season. So
I was going to keep that. I was going to keep that a secret to the last race, but thanks a lot.
Never mind.
No, it's too late now. It's too late now. Forget it. Forget it now. It's too late now. The secret's already out. But, buddy, it was a dominant performance tonight. Is there anybody you want to thank? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.?
Thank you, Garrett, for doing this. You know, sometimes you get upset and stuff, but we enjoy having you do it. Thanks, Elijah, and everybody for putting this on. It's always fun. This race had me sweating. And thanks, my brother, because I know in my mirror that was getting spicy back there in my mirror. So I do have to thank my brother for not, doing anything to Elijah when I was leading. So I know he probably wanted to.
All
right.
Well, buddy, hell of a job. Aaron Stanton maxes out the points tonight, and he knows that if he wins next week, he is for sure joining his buddy Shane Harr in the Final Four if he can win. Appreciate your time.
Yep.
That being said, I love how the top three are all waiting for me in the interview sections here. All right, Elijah Fisher, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, buddy, hey, y'all make it easy. I ain't got to drag none of y'all up. Y'all right where I want you to be. But, buddy, I'll be darned. You're trying. I'll give you that. You're driving a 4 for all its might. Just take me through. Did you feel like there was something you could have done different at the restart, or what was going through the 4's mind in the final laps?
I mean, I couldn't ask for it really any different. I mean, we were battling the wrong side of strategy all night, and just being able to get in that position there at the end was really good. His Ford team, this 4 team, it just, we fight hard every week, and it shows there. I mean, I'm just proud that, we're able to get a good finish out of it, because, I mean, I feel like these playoffs have just kind of fallen apart for me, so.
Feels good, don't it? Feels good.
Yeah, it feels good. In terms of, I guess, doing anything differently there, I mean, I don't know, trying to get around the 72 quicker would have been good, but he was putting up a good battle, and I mean, we were just fighting hard. I don't know, once I got clear of him, I was trying everything I knew from anybody I've watched, and I mean, we gained pace on the 27, and it just wasn't really enough. I mean, he was really good. I just feel like I had a touch quicker speed than everybody overall, but I didn't really get to show too much of it because we just didn't really have the positioning where we wanted it tonight, and I feel like I kind of developed a whole nother lane than other people were willing to go to, and I was just able to put the car in some really uncomfortable spots there, and I know everybody probably watching the broadcast that I dirt track. I don't dirt track. That's just a short track racing there, man. That was just everything I knew was going into it, and I feel like a lot of people give me a lot of crap that, I either saved too much or I pushed too hard, but I think I proved a lot of people there, we were pushing so hard, in fact, that we were going over the limits of the car there. I mean, that was I'm really proud. I felt really impressive there.
It looked good on TV, buddy. I mean, hell, you can say that there was some dirt on the apron there or whatever. You want to say that. Got you loose. But all in all, I'm going to reiterate you here. Out of the 3 drivers hovering around that bubble, you're the highest finisher. Josh Anderson directly behind you in 3rd. Mike Hauser finishes 6th. We got to expect the points are going to be tighter than I know anything I can compare to it. It's going to be a very good battle at Charlotte. How is this going to affect you knowing the point situation for the next 7 days rolling into Charlotte next Monday?
I'm not too worried. I mean, I think we've already proven what we need to do. I didn't expect 4 wins this season, and being able to be runner-up a couple times either. It's just getting the podiums. Top fives is what you can aim for. Came into tonight, I didn't really expect a whole lot. I mean, like I said earlier, it was just trying to finish the race, and that got accomplished. And step 2 is aim for top 7, top 8. We got that, and all our check marks were checked tonight. And I mean, we're not in victory lane, but it definitely feels like it in a way.
He needed this second place. Well, buddy, last question, then I'll let you go because I know we got a meeting afterwards. But is there anybody you want to thank first and foremost? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Well, I mean, I got to thank my savior. First most, it's been, I don't know, it's been a weird thing just not having a voice. And I just feel like just being able to kind of be humble in that sense of like not always being able to just speak my mind the way I want to has been really interesting. And I know it's kind of random to say it, but as a driver trying to communicate with the team, on Saturday, for example, it was rough. It hurt. And just kind of being able to get the voice back has been, I don't know, there's a lot of things. I feel like I walk really close with the man upstairs, and I get emotional because there's a lot of things I could tell people, how to learn and get better and everything, but not having a voice is rough, especially as an extrovert. And just one of the things I feel like he put on my heart was just, now that your voice gets back, use it the way I intend you to. And, I want to just pay as much respect to everybody out on the track, Josh for racing me clean, and Aaron. And it's been a rough month in racing, man. And it's
been a rough summer for a lot of guys, ain't it? Well, buddy, first and foremost, hell of a job tonight. You executed the best you can do. We're going to look forward to seeing how the 4 shows up in Charlotte. And the only thing I got to say, and I'll say it to the next 2, may the best man win.
Thank you, man. Thank you, Mom, for watching, too. Appreciate it, as always.
Yes, sir. And I'm going to say something you're probably not going to like, but the fastest fish that I've ever known will come in second tonight.
Hey, I'll take it.
That being said, we'll get the 3rd driver in the equation here. I know he's got to be thrilled and disappointed at the same time. Josh Henderson, Garrett Jenkins got a copy.
I got a copy, man.
Okay, well, you sound better than what I thought you were going to sound. Well.
No, I'm good, man.
Well, buddy, the only thing I got to ask you is, would you have switched cars with Aaron before the start of the race if you knew how this one was going to go?
No, my brother did a great job. Kudos to him, proud of him. He dominated this thing. I know Shane led a few laps there, but Aaron had the strategy. He had the car. That was all great and everything. We did what we wanted to do here in the 72. Cade was in Discord with me this race, but I've basically been by myself for the most part these playoffs. It's helped me kind of focus. So, no, had a good car. I came into this one wanting a top 3, and this is 4 weeks in a row talking to you here at the end of one of these races.
Well, hell yeah, especially a win last week. Bear with me for a second if I can get all my stuff right. And I had it all right here, but I done lost it. I will ask you this while I do a little bit of math. The car tonight seemed like a lot of drivers were struggling off corner exit. The track, from our vantage point, they had maxed out at 94 degrees on the track temperature. What do you think was the big issue tonight with some of these drivers getting loose off the exit and all that?
It's throttle control. Like, you saw it from a couple really good guys, right? Like, once you would, I wouldn't say flat spot the tire, but overheat the tire, your next corner was make or break for you. And I think a lot of guys would turn the wheel wrong just a little bit one corner, and the next corner they'd slide it, and it's not going to get better. You know what I mean? But you're still competing. You're still running potentially top 5, top 10, and then you go into the next corner, and you're trying to get back to the throttle, and whoop, there it goes. Or you overcorrect it, right? And you forget to let off the gas when you're overcorrecting it. Yeah, unfortunately, just wreck the car. A lot of guys were having trouble just sliding it off. I mean, even the 4 there at the end, I thought I had a shot just to pass him for second, I figured he'd wreck himself as hard as he was driving it.
He
So
was going.
I was like,
better.
I'm not going to push this. I'm going to finish third, and if I get second, I get second. But if not, I'll take third.
Well, buddy, I wanted to ask, and of course, I'm trying to get the numbers tallied for y'all the best that I can right now. Going into next week, it's going to be very stressful for all three of you. That includes you, Elijah, Mike Hauser. I want to ask, where's the mindset for the 72 for the next 7 days?
I'm going to say the cliche thing of just keep doing what I'm doing, but right now, confidence is high. I have the same confidence as when I first kind of joined the league. You know, we talked 6-7 months ago, and I felt really good about what I was able to do, and you know, it's honestly, yeah, honestly, you know, you get your head a little bit sometimes on, you know, what am I doing wrong, you know, and all that kind of stuff. And next thing you know, you put on a streak where I've had a lot of good runs here. I've been racing with the fast guys. I've been trying to show them some respect. Apparently, I gotta apologize to Mike. I gotta go back and look at it. And I know the four and I made some contacts. So I want to look at all those incidents and make sure that obviously we're racing hard, right? And those are the guys you're racing for the cut line, but we all still ended up pointing the same direction at the end of it. So that's the good news. But definitely definitely no love lost when you're running door to door with the guys you're trying to beat. You definitely take an inch rather than give an inch. But that's just, you know, obviously the goal is not to wreck them, but the goal is to beat them. So sometimes you got to do that in stock car racing.
Well, buddy, if my ink pen can just survive a couple more digits, we will be fine. But I will say this. Bear with me, folks. Ink pen's crapping out. Bad time. Walmart ink pen. What do you expect?
Jeez.
I won't get
one of those made in China ones?
Yeah, probably. So going into next week, by my calculations, not official by any means, but you are going to walk into next week 7 points to the good by my calculations over Mike Hauser. And Elijah will walk into next week.
I believe 14 up on me.
I have done the math completely wrong because I did something. Okay, there we go. Now I just put a number where it shouldn't have been. You'll go in. Elijah will be 14 to the cut line. I want to ask you, knowing that, is it still just business as usual, or is the 72 going to get one last run at this? I know it's the same question, actually.
Yeah, business as usual. I think right now my confidence is high, and some other guys might be wavering a little bit. I've had a really good playoff run, but you got to stay humble with it because it can come to an end really quick. You know, Mike's had a bad race with disconnection problems. Elijah's had a couple bad races, finishing multiple laps down. So, you know, right now the 72's on a hot streak and looking really good, but that can all come crashing really quick. So yeah, you got to put the whole race together. You know, be smart about it. And I think if I can come away with a top 5 again next week, we should be good. Right now we have a really good average finish. We've been fast. We just got to not let up on that, but be, you know, don't get too overconfident that we cook it going into a corner and cause the big one and look like a fool. All that for nothing, you know what I mean? So just play it smart.
Well, buddy, it was a hell of a drive. Last question, then I'll let you go. I know you're ready to do some celebrating, but I want to ask you, as I'm posting something in Discord right now, that is the advantage. I know I spaced out the 4 with the 14, but Fisher 14 to the good, Henderson 7, Mike out by 7. Is there anybody you want to thank tonight, Josh? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. You had a couple fans in here saying that you're going to win it.
Appreciate that. I'll have to go back and I know I got a couple buddies that have they've been following along with the playoffs, right? So I think they're giving me a little bit of edge here. So I hope they keep watching. Hope I don't disappoint them. Giving them something to do on a Monday night, right? It's fun. So yeah, thank my brother. I did reach out to him today, just asking, hey, how do you get around this place fast? And he shot me a 1-sentence text, and that's all it took for me to at least, you know, put together a third place run. So thanks, Aaron, for that. Appreciate you. We had a couple restarts side by side there. That I kind of wish I was in the same Discord as him so he could tell me when he was going to go, just so I could, you know, follow him behind him. But use a little bit of teammate strategy there. But you know, just appreciate him. Appreciate you, Garrett, for putting it on. Appreciate Elijah for, you know, holding this league. Hopefully we can continue to clean things up. produce awesome races and finish out this year. And I'm excited for season 2. Should be fun. But we got a lot to do yet to go. So
Unfinished business.
A couple more races to go, man.
All right, buddy. Josh Henderson, by my calculations, will enter next week, plus 7 to the good. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for watching, everybody. Appreciate you.
That being said, I'll get one more driver in here. I don't know. He's probably in a good mood knowing that I finished 6th. Mike Hauser, Garrett Jenkins, got a copy.
Yeah, I got you, Garrett.
Well, that is. Well, unfortunately, not technically the run that you wanted, but it was a great night after a great run at North Wilkesboro for the 43. I do got to tell you, though, entering next week, by my calculations alone, it's not official yet, but you will enter next week out by 7 points. How does this affect the 43's run as the regular season champion coming into the playoffs? Wilkesboro turning the season around, but now you're on the outside looking in, but not by much. What can we expect from the 43 next week at Charlotte?
We're just gonna give it all we got, and that's honestly all I can do. Just sucks. We had a great playoff run overall. Like, other than having the issues at Bristol, we ran great at every track, and it just
crap. Sorry, Mike. Just
no, you're good.
Yeah, I hit the wrong button. I was trying to get to the
just
finish.
To have it happen the way it did tonight, and it was great starting out front, but I just didn't have it in the car tonight. I was struggling all over the place, corner entry, corner exit, and it was getting really, really demoralizing, honestly, watching guys get by you and pass you, and getting used up by a bunch of guys. So just really stinks. That's trying not to beat myself up too much over it. P6 could be a lot worse than that, but we just got to race even harder at Charlotte, and with that type of package, it can go anybody's way. So it's going to be really tough, but hopefully we can put it all together and make the Final Four. Just sucks to, you don't want to get this close and have such a good, consistent season and not be able to make it to race for a championship.
I was going to just bring that up. You've been the most consistent driver by far out of anybody. The less incident points out of anybody in the league, I feel like. And again, only out by 7. Nothing major. But is there anything that you feel like you could do different, take back the season, or is it pretty much just been as good as you want it to be? The emotional win at Chicagoland, still one of my favorites. I advertised that race more than what I advertise any other race.
I appreciate that. I mean, other than being consistent, I just wish I got more checkered flags. Like I said, it's really hard to win here, and I really beat myself up over it. Like, I see all my peers, all these guys going out and winning, and it just makes me want to win even more. And sometimes when that doesn't happen, you really get hard. You really get down on yourself. So I kind of wish I had a couple more of those to my name, and there were definitely a couple of races where I thought I could have it, and things just didn't go right, like pit strategy or getting involved in incidents. So I'm still really proud of everything we've done with this 43 car. Like I said, I've been really consistent putting races together, finishing them out, and just fighting and clawing for every position we can. But I'm definitely going to try to get myself in a better mindset. But right now I can't help but be a little disappointed with myself for how excited I was for going into New Hampshire, thinking I could really put together a great run.
Well, buddy, you're there pretty much off and on throughout the night. Last question, now I'll let you go. 'Cause I know you both got early morning in the morning, but is there anybody you want to thank tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc. The floor is yours.
Yeah, as always, want to thank Ford. We're always helping each other out, and Elijah was giving me some good advice for brake bias and kind of helping me deal with the car not really cooperating. And I just want to thank my family for watching, and I love that they watch, and it means the world to me. Wish I could have put on a better show for them tonight, and I'm really hoping next week we really have the shot to go, for a championship. But we're going to give it all we got, and in the end, no matter where we finish, I'm really proud of where we came from. So, and I want to thank you for putting on broadcast as always.
Ain't no problem, buddy. Mike Hauser finishes 6th tonight. And for next week, we'll be looking on the inside. Mike, best of luck to you next week. I've said it to the first two. Made a better man win. It's going to be a hell of a fight to the Final Four, buddy. Best of luck to you.
Thank you, Garrett.
I'm going to say something before we go to the final results. For a lot of people, it might be just a game or a simulator, as I call it. Because come on, look at this here. This ain't no game. You won't see this on PS4 or Xbox, PlayStation or Xbox. But for a lot of us, myself included, I will say this. For those that have dreamed about being a NASCAR superstar, this is the closest that we got. For a lot of us, this is as close as we'll get. Myself included. So when you hear Mike Hauser being emotional like he is, I mean, the kid prides himself on driving good. Every driver does. Every driver prides themselves on getting to the front, wanting to win, because deep down, this is all we got. So, I respect Mike and his desire to win at this track. He can't help but show it. And as a commentator, I'm supposed to be unbiased. I will say this: I hate that it's Mike on the outside looking in, as close as it is. The season that he's had, one win, yes, but consistency better than anybody else. But the best two will go into next week. I ain't got the results on Aaron Stanton's points, but I'm sure Aaron will not have a lot to worry about next week. Because he is your winner tonight. Led 88 laps, 89 actually, en route to his second win of the season. Elijah Fisher in second, Josh Anderson third. How about Jeffrey Peppers coming in fourth? Kay Kennan in fifth. A great run for the 9. However, he will more than likely, just depending on how things shape out, he might be more than done as far as pointing himself in to the Final Four. We'll have to see. I could do the math real fast, but I'm at the top of the hour here. Mike Hauser in 6 will walk in next week again, out by 7. Stephen Henning will walk out of here 7th. Other than Shane Haar, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so Stephen Henning, the second lowest of the playoff drivers, I have to believe. I'm not counting him out by no means, but the way I'm thinking the points will fall, Stephen Henning's championship run might be over after tonight. It's unofficial. We'll have to see how the points fall out. But I really did feel like Stephen had to get the win tonight and next week to get himself into the Final Four. But we'll see. A.J. Thompson, 8th place tonight. A great run by him and Robert Wilhoit. And hey, Bobby Hadaway rounds out the top 10. What a run. Tyler Stone in 11th, Darcy Haar 12th, Thomas Hernandez 13th, Justin Maddox 14th, Jason Williams in 15th, Shane Haar, Colton Ward, Chris Lauda will round out the field 16th, 17th, and 18th. Well, I'm going to say this like I said Saturday night. Now, of course, developments have transpired that will drastically alter Saturday night's final race before the Final Four. To the 4 viewers that are watching right now, you're not going to want to miss next Monday. You're not. You'll have by my calculations, Elijah Fisher in by 14. Josh Henderson in by 7. Mike Hauser out by 7. You are not going to want to miss Charlotte for nothing else. I'm looking forward to doing it. It'll be my final 2 cut races as race control, but for the foreseeable future, Raging Idiot Racing Network will be back in season 2 broadcasting alone. No more race control. You might not hear the drivers chatter. Well, you're not. But ultimately, I think it'll be for the best. I think the way season 1 has had its ups and downs. It has. But it's had just as many good moments as what it's had bad, if not a little bit more. With that being said, I really do not know the rest of the broadcast schedule this week. You got the SummerSlam 499 this week. So it might not be no HGR or BDS, MMS throughout the week. We'll just have to see. But Saturday night, 4 drivers will realize that they are going to fight August 9th for an ARCA Series title. As for Wednesday, for 3 drivers, really 2 drivers, at Charlotte, 2 drivers will. 3 more drivers will join Shane Haar in the booth. Or in the booth. Man, I really butchered up this ending line. But anyway. 3 drivers will join Shane Haar August 11th for the Cup Series Championship. The inaugural Inspire Cup Series Championships. I'm pretty sure it'll be Aaron Stanton. I'm sure he'll point his way in. We'll have to see. But for Henderson, Fisher, and Hauser, may the best man win. Because the 4 best will be going August 11th for championship. Until then, I'm Garrett Jenkins. This has been the Raging Idiot Racing Network, and I will throw out one more thing, and then I'm going to cut it here. August 17th. First ever Raging Idiot Racing Network special or premium live event. Super late models, Myrtle Beach, cash money on the line. There is a flyer posted in the Discord server. I will probably get it up here next week. If you're interested, and you think you can drive a super late model around Myrtle Beach, step up. Maximum of 60 drivers allowed in, 36 for the main event. Until then, I will see you on the next broadcast. Congratulations to Aaron Stanton. Finally ends the winless streak. And everybody, have a good night.